beautiful day for golf.
We're not good enough golfers.
Where is the beverage cart? Can't believe I paid money for this.
Welcome back to the episode of the Good Golf Podcast. So, in the latest golf news I got, the Lions beat the Chiefs 21-20 last Thursday.
You shut your goddamn mouth.
The foot golf, huh?
Sorry, Jordan, I had to throw that out there.
Yeah. Lose one game and they're all of a sudden terrible.
It's infinitely more losses than our team has.
And Jordan Love is the next coming of Jesus.
Word.
He won one. Settle down,
least-
everybody.
Aaron Rodgers made it 3 snaps into his game and he got hurt, so that's fun.
Yeah, he did well.
I was
See
gonna
how
bet.
bad that is.
I was gonna bet money on that game. Now I wish I would have.
Shoulda.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna message you and be like, "Hey, you gonna be in Iowa at all today?" And then throw a little money at you, Venmo or whatever the kids are doing these days. I haven't paid him back from the first time I
Still hasn't got his hat.
I know. I owe Brady a lot of things right now, actually.
Someday it'll get there.
I doubt it.
Speaking of, I know we'll talk about this next week too, but you mentioned the Ryder Cup is on its way here.
Coming up.
You gonna get the numbers for that?
Oh, we gotta wait till we get a little closer so they have them all. But yeah, they should be up by next week's time we tape, I would think.
Yeah, like a rundown. See, maybe put it on my tab. I'll throw a little cash at you again.
USA for the dub, 100%.
I'm thinking so.
Ooh, I don't know.
Who do they have for team so far?
Save it for next
Koepka?
week. Next week's the Ryder Cup
Yeah.
podcast.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
yeah, we'll save that, Get in the more of the weeds.
Yeah.
I might as well miss that. I will have nothing to contribute to that conversation.
You can
Well,
pull
we
up
got
your
a
little
whole week to study up.
Google machine and just put in Ryder Cup teams, and we can talk about the teams and the odds and stuff.
Yeah,
Oh,
we'll let you
okay.
go first so you can just read off the team.
Yeah,
Yeah.
make me feel important just for a little bit, and then I'll just slowly drift away.
And fall asleep.
So I did manage to do some golfing this week, actually, at Bridges in Madison, which was fun. Caught the
They're known for their
F35.
bridges, aren't they, Brady?
We got a lot of bridges.
Oh, they got like 2.
Kind of a callback.
Yeah. But it is cool because they're by the airport. So I saw a bunch of F-35s landing, and then I could video that and put that on the YouTube page and the TikTok page and stuff.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah. I did have a pretty bad sinking feeling though. First hole, I got up, I shot, wasn't on the green, and I went to grab the 60. Where's the 60? The 60's gone. I'm like, what in the F is going on here? And then I remember I took it out to take it over when we were playing yard golf over Labor Day, and then I stuck it in the boys' bag and never took it out when we got back home. And I'm like, oh my God. But luckily I had a spare approach wedge that was in the Callaway set that I bought. I've always had in there and I never used, so I ended up using that. And then I ended up leaving that on a par 3, hole 8. And then, but luckily some good Samaritan in a push cart grabbed it for me, and I turned around, and then he was walking with it in the air like a sword. So I'm like,
I got it.
Just let me get to you quick here.
Who's using this crap ass club?
Would you call it Excalibur?
boo.
Anyone? No.
Get out.
All right.
Yeah, we got to get a cricket effect here. Just imagine it, everyone out there.
But
I
yeah,
thought
that's
that was pretty good. Right off the top there. No, nothing.
That's a bad feeling. I've done that quite a few times this year. Just left the club, and
Leaving.
that really gives you a sinking. And I mean, I had a free set. Thank you, Jordan. So I mean, it isn't a huge loss, but man, it's like that's still, I got to replace that. So that's money.
Well, that's like,
I mean, yeah.
forgetting a club on the green, or forgetting a club,
Forgetting
at
a club
home?
on the green, or
Oh.
forgetting a club. Period.
Yeah.
I forgot my
pretty-
driver one time. How did that happen?
I know it's a tough one. I've been pretty good about not forgetting them this year, but I definitely have been notorious for that in years past, where it's like the 5th hole and you go to reach for it again, you go, son of a bitch, and then you're freaking driving your golf cart at Mach 12 back through the previous 6 holes to figure out where the hell you left the damn thing.
Well, that's the thing. By the time you realize it, so much time has passed.
right? Someone probably already
Yeah,
snatched.
so
Like you're
they-
awkwardly asking everybody, "Did you pick up an extra pitching wedge?" And like you're not going to sit there and like rifle through their bag, but there's a good chance they might just
I
like keep that club. I mean, not my clubs because they were crap, but if you
Well,
have
club-
good clubs,
club
they might
hounding.
want it.
I did have a couple years ago, my first set, I did have a Rawlings, like a free Rawlings pitching wedge that I forgot on the green. And then I hit the turnaround, and then the guy was coming down the fairway. I'm like, "Hey, you find this?" He goes, "Yeah, I put it up by the tee box," and he actually stuck it in the garbage can. I'm like, "Well, that's kind of where that goes anyway." But
Jeez.
I don't think
You're
I've
dumb to
ever lost. Like I've either somebody's seen me like walking past my club, but I have forgotten my golf buddy GPS on the cart before, and that's a very
Ooh.
sinking feeling. Luckily, I was riding with somebody like to go back home. We were golfing in Prairie, and we were going back home, and he was like asking questions about it. So I was like, I'll just grab it out of my bag. It was they were in the back seat, and it wasn't in there. I'm like, shit. So then we called the clubhouse, and they had like somebody had turned it in. Like somebody could easily just taken that and never said a word or anything. It's just a little itty bitty, like 1x1 square. So
Yeah, I feel like that's one you could very easily forget because especially when like you first get it because you're not used to having it. Like I hear a lot of people like they put their keys or their wallet in like the case for it or like wherever you put it away, so that like when you go to put it away or when you get your keys, it like makes you think of it.
yeah,
Why doesn't someone just invent, as uncool as this would look, a utility belt, cop belt situation? You got a pouch for balls. We already discovered you can get a telescoping golf club.
Just go full dad mode on the golf course is what you're saying.
You got a little like where the bullets would go for like an old Western. You
little
just put
holster
tees in
Yeah,
there
the bandolier.
because I use like 20 tees, so that would make sense.
cut this.
Anyway,
cut
you know,
this
someone
$1
is
million
just gonna take-
idea. Don't let somebody
Yeah.
take it. Just cut
Someone's
it
gonna
right now.
take these ideas that's listening and just run with them. TM.
I just picture Wags with like cowboy boots and chaps walking onto the course with his bandolier of tees and like a sling of golf balls over the shoulder. Like,
And then I just take the telescoping club out and just whip it, and it fully extends, and bam, just hit it right off the tee. That's a whole look.
incredible
Yeah,
stuff.
it's a good look.
It's some
It's a
kind of
good
look.
look.
I don't know if it's a good look.
Women love it.
Jordan and I found a rangefinder one time.
Yeah.
So you
I mean-
didn't like the belt idea?
No.
No, absolutely not.
I thought it was
but
all right.
we were,
Yeah, thank you, Brady.
but
We'll
we
make
were
one
golfing.
for you. You guys can wear it.
We were golfing. one
Interrupted
time.
Blake.
Yeah, but yeah, we did find an expensive rangefinder on the whole. But yeah, it was the group ahead of us, and they were turned around and asked. So we were the good Samaritans and gave it back.
I always just wonder how
Not
many
we were
people
gonna
lie.
we weren't gonna steal it. Let me put that out there.
Well, that's what I was just saying. I wonder how many people lie about finding a golf club. I mean, I don't think most people would, but there guarantee has been quite a few people who found like a TaylorMade or something. Like, nope, I have no idea what happened to it. As they put like the cover over that club so they can't see it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
somebody's definitely done that.
I wonder how many like range finders or like golf buddy things you could get if you just went to the clubhouse and been like, hey man, I played here like a week or two ago and then I got one to play like next weekend and realized I left my rangefinder here. Like, do you have any in the lost and found or something? I bet they got a whole like box of them from people leaving them on the cart and shit.
Just take a wild guess or like ask you
Yeah.
which brand it is or something, and
It's
you
a
say
white
Just say it's some
one.
kind of golf one.
wait,
Say-
I can't remember what, and then they pull out like 3 of them, and then you just like, yeah, that one's
This
nice.
one. Yep.
What are
Some of
those
those
you
just
have back there?
Yeah, you
What are those
look,
names?
you look at him, you're like, no, it's not this one. Oh, maybe this one. The Bushnell. I'll take that one.
Yeah, which one's the most expensive one you got back there? It was definitely that one.
I hear what you're saying, Brady. I did. Some Prairie's got a lost and found box just right by where you check in, and it's mostly just full of head covers.
Oh, free head
Nothing.
covers. There we go.
Nobody cares
I
about
guess.
That's it, they just probably fly out.
Well, that or you just leave them in the rack in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went to Deer Valley this last weekend for a bachelor party, and that course is fun. I did enjoy that.
Yeah,
It
it's
is
a nice
fun.
course.
I think that was that hole 5 that has that drop off, kind of like the edge there.
Yep.
Mhm.
That hole sucks. That one. My buddy who was ahead of us, he was on 7 off the tee box. He was already on 7
Just kept
strokes.
putting them in the
He
drink.
just kept putting them either too short on the cliff or he kept putting them in the trees. He could never get in that area, I guess. And yeah, that was some bad news for him. I was on 5 by the time I got down there. So it was, if you're not used to that hole, boy, that's a tough one.
It's cool.
It's fun.
It.
Yeah, it's really cool. That's the only one I've seen like that so far. So that was fun to play. But yeah, kind of
Yeah,
a
it's
tricky
like-
hole.
Was it like 100 yards, but also like 300 yards downhill?
Yeah, a guy we were with kind of accounted. He told us what it accounted with the drop, and I don't remember what that came out to be, but a little deceiving. We actually tried to see if we could throw to the green, so we had just a couple of junk balls.
Yep, I
our
tried that
group-
too.
Yep, our group was down there kind of, and they were just taking off. So while we were waiting for them, we tried to throw it and see. Only one of us got it on there. So yeah, it's very deceiving.
And then you got the next one where you shoot it straight up into the wall, like
Yep, I
into the
did
side
that
of the
one no
mountain
problem.
there.
Yep, I did that one no problem. One of our guys got on that, and you just see him up there. It looks like he's cutting down trees, like he's just axing the whole time in the tall grass.
Yeah.
So it was a fun course, though. That's a very nice course.
Any shenanigans from the bachelor party? Anybody have a few too many?
Not really. Everyone was pretty good.
No,
Oh, that's not an exciting story. Make one up.
no golf
someone
carts
that
got
seems-
ruined or anything like
We
that.
did see a guy almost get hit by a car crossing the street. He
That's
gave
better.
0 Fs about crossing it. He ran right in front of a car. So that was about the most interesting thing. It was pretty mellow. We went to the Grumpy Troll restaurant in Mount Horeb. That was pretty good. Had a pretzel that was like 14 inches. That thing was so good. Just lathered in butter, salt, beer cheese. I don't know if that's a Wisconsin thing, but man, I'm happy if it is because that was delicious.
Alex
think it's
swallowed
like,
all 14 inches at once.
Oh, I tell you, took it all. It was just great.
I think that's more
Well,
of a
my
German
friend,
thing.
my other friend took half. So
Oh, lady in the
between
tramp.
two of
huh?
us, we took
Double
7.
teamed it.
Yeah,
Little lady in the tramp action, you know?
yeah.
in the
Well,
middle.
whatever.
All right.
Innuendos.
More like innuendo.
Oh, now see that was
That was-
okay. I like
that-
that one. That was
That
better.
was a good one, yes.
Yeah.
That one wasn't such a stretch.
I think Excalibur was still good.
Mm.
No. Did you see I doubt you guys saw this, but the story of that one girl that was at the KPMG Women Irish Open?
No.
Like,
No, you didn't
The
hear
lady
Okay.
that broke her driver.
Yeah, Brady saw it. Okay.
I did
so,
see that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were going to a playoff at the end, and they were riding in a golf cart, and then they picked up the rope and lifted it over to get the golf cart under, and then let go of the rope too soon, and the rope fell before the clubs and grabbed her driver head and snapped it off.
Woo.
As
And
she's
that-
on the way to a playoff hole for a chance to win first place in this tournament. Like,
and they couldn't
That's
replace
something-
it.
I was gonna say, what's the deal with that? Do they not follow
they
replacement?
said, I read the article. It said technically it would have been legal for her to replace it, but she had already lost her main driver on the flight to that tournament. It broke on the way there, and B, everyone, like all the other golfers who commented, were like, "There's no way for a playoff hole you would hit a driver that you've never hit before in your entire life, anyways, even if you could replace it." So like she would have hit 3-wood off of that, even if she would have been able to replace it. But
So how'd
needless to say,
how'd
she
end
did
up?
not win.
I was gonna say she probably didn't do very well.
No,
That's too bad.
I mean took second because it was a playoff, but didn't win. But
Yeah, it sucks.
very
That's like-
demoralizing. 'Cause she was also the one who lifted up the rope for herself. So
I think yeah, I keep talking about buying that Stealth, which Deer Valley had one for sale, $369.
Get it.
Debated it, but I think I would just quit golf. Like I'm so cheap. If I bought that and snapped the head immediately that day, I'd be like, "That's it. I'm done. I ain't doing
That's
this
enough,
game
yeah.
anymore." You know, that would just be so devastating. I mean, and I don't know. I guess it depends where it breaks. You could replace the shaft or something, but still, that's more money on top of it. And is it going to hit the
Yeah.
same? And I don't know.
That's why you just got to keep Big Bertha on
Well,
deck.
if it
I
happened
didn't
right
res-
away, you wouldn't know how it hit anyway. So it wouldn't matter if it hit the same or not.
I guess I know how potentially it could hit. I guess
That's all
Big
you're
Bertha
doing.
did get busted out once Saturday. I used my buddy's driver. It still slices, but it doesn't slice as bad. So I used that the whole time, and Iron driver only got out twice that day. I should have used it more, but oh
That's
well.
Break your buddies' clubs. That's the way to do it.
I thought about it. There was a couple of holes where I got pretty mad, and it would have been very easy to do so.
So what did you shoot? That's fine.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
Around my average, you were like a one. I think it was 109 or one. I was 109.
Blake, what did you
um,
shoot?
105. I
That
took-
wasn't really
I
a count, so that's suspicious.
I took Brady's probably played the bridges, but it's very narrow.
Have
Yeah, it's very narrow, and the rough, as in not the rough right off the fairway, but like the tall weeds are so tall and thick. If your ball goes 2 feet in, it's gone. You're not gonna
Yeah.
find it.
it is a very golf ball
Dense.
loopy course. It's basically you have like the fairway and then 5 feet, and then it's 4 to 5 foot tall marshland everywhere else. Like if you
Right.
if you hit it
So-
in there, it's gone.
Yep, and I was slicing terribly. So I took a drop on anything that I took my driver out. There was probably 3 drives out of 18 that I found, and the rest were drops. And I
Cool
couldn't
course,
find
though,
any.
like with the airplanes and stuff. It is a golf ball loser, but it's fun to play because it's just cool to see. Especially like you got to see the jets. That's even cooler than just like the regular big old passenger planes.
Right. Yeah, that was really cool, but I was also running out of balls fast. Like literally,
right.
I couldn't find any either. I was going in the grass just to find something to keep playing, but
Yep.
got pretty sketch.
Our best guy, actually a classmate of yours, Blake. He
I know he's
scored like he's very good at golf. I got third for our whole group. He got like it was either like I think it was like an 89.
Not
Pretty
too
decent.
shabby.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was
I've
kind of fun to watch. To tell you the truth, I mean, he very good golfer.
I've played with him as well, like actually as a teammate with him, and he is very good, but he's also very bad at counting too. So you do have
Oh, were you keeping an eye on them?
That's where Blake learned to count.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I was watching him. I don't think he had a need to count off because from what I was counting, I was like, I think you're doing better than what you're saying. I mean, it was fun to watch. But yeah, it was just like, well, none of us can compete with that. And some of the spots he would get in. I mean, he's one of them guys. He will take 5-10 minutes to find his ball. He's not taking that drop stroke.
I know.
And I said that my buddy Josh that was there, like we would look for. I lost a few balls, and I was like, I'll give it a couple minutes. I'm like, I'm not gonna sit here and this ain't no tournament. It isn't no big deal. And I think everyone should also do that. If you're not playing like for a tournament or anything, just drop the damn ball. Like you do
Yes.
not need to go hounding that bad.
Screw that. I'm not looking for 5-10 minutes for my ball.
No, I mean, geez, by that time you're holding somebody up,
Mhm.
and
And
Deer
golf
Valley
takes long enough. I love playing, but I mean, it takes a while if you're doing that.
Deer Valley is a good one to find a lot of lost ones too.
Dude,
Yeah,
I found
usually.
so many.
Yeah,
so
that's
many
the
balls.
place. Like it's thick. It's like tall grass, but it's not really thick, and people don't really look or must
No.
not look very hard. Because usually me and Blake would go and we'd find 10, 15 balls if if we had to wait for somebody on a hole or something. We just walk around in the tall grass. You could find I was say like 10 balls like in a couple holes.
Yeah, we did have a group of 2 pushing us for a while, and it was one of those situations again where I'm like, oh, these guys are really good. They're catching us quick. Like you look back, like they had some really good like on the green shots, and then they get up ahead of us, and we're like, yep, go ahead and like play through, and then slice right into the tall grass. Like, all right, like I don't know why I kind of hope for that because I'm just to make me feel a little bit better about myself. But the other guy was good; he got it right in the fairway. But yeah, it's always nice to see.
It is. But yeah, I gotta go. Well, I got Lodi coming up, and then Jordan and I are gonna hit some other course, so I'm gonna have to definitely get in the grass and find some.
I still got that gift certificate I got to use up here. That's gotta get.
Yeah, Blake's got to come back sometime, and we'll schedule this out.
Yeah,
I might be available this Saturday afternoon.
You're going to the barbecue, aren't you?
Oh no, afternoon. I said I'm busy until like 3:00, so I probably wouldn't even really make it.
Yeah, just come on up to the barbecue. We'll be around then.
September's like a busy month. This is like the busiest I've ever been. Like
It
I don't
is.
do anything. The fact that all my weekends are booked in this month is crazy.
I mean, that's me every week, so or every month. I don't know.
Dude,
Every
I've never
day.
seen a busier person than you. Yeah,
Every day.
that's
September's a good
ridiculous.
one. It's a good one to golf in too because you got time where it's not like Friday. It was 67. It was awesome, and then
Yeah.
but also the leaves haven't fallen yet either, so it's not a pain in the ass to find your ball, even if it's on the fairway.
Yeah,
So
not worried
gotta
about
take
sweating at all or anything.
I did see that if we usually go the morning before the Brubacue to the Lodi golf course. I did see that they are aerating the greens. I
Of
think they
course.
aerated them today, so it's gonna
They
be
do
Oh,
every-
they'll be fine by then.
it's gonna be rough putting on Saturday morning. I can tell you that.
Built-in
do-
excuses.
No, they do that every year. We play the same. It's the third
Blake and Jordan are
Saturday.
coming quick.
We better get these things
We
aerated.
better get out there.
They
Yeah.
hit the greens so much that we don't want them, packing the soil down anymore on the greens.
So it is that they do it every third week in September or whatever, however that falls. But yeah, it's every time we golf that weekend. They're always aerated, and it's just like putting in a sandbox.
Yep.
Because it's just
Just extend the gimme range to like 2 putters.
What we usually do is we'll do a two putt rule. If you
Yep.
putt more than twice, then just count it or whatever. Just
Boo.
give yourself the 2 and then go ahead.
that counts. Good.
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 We talked that there was at Deer Valley, there's kind of like a couple of blind greens where, like, if you're hitting from the fairway, you don't exactly see the ball. Like, you can see the pole, but you can't see like the green flat. It's just up a little bit. And I was like, gosh, it'd be fun to get like a ghillie suit and just like either run out and take their ball or like just drop them right in the holes and just watch those guys freak out that they eagled or birdied on it or whatever, and just see like just the hilarity of them thinking they hit those shots. They'd be very angry if you told them, I'm sure, but
Yeah.
still be fun.
I would stay
Boom.
hidden. I wouldn't be jumping out and be like, I got you guys.
Surprise, fucker! Bleep that.
throw a bunch of marshmallows out there.
Yeah. I don't know where you're gonna hide on the golf course with a ghillie suit. I feel like that would stick out more. It'd be like, what is this weird shaped
Not
bush
Deer
over
Valley,
there
there
on
was-
this
Freshly
freshly
calling
manicured
Alex fat.
green?
Let's all talk at the same time.
I'm just saying that if you're sitting on the green with a ghillie suit, you're gonna look ridiculous.
There was definitely some. No, I'm not going to sit on the green with a ghillie suit. That would be very noticeable.
Who's got
You
this bush on the
You
green?
know what? Actually, that would be funnier.
Look at this
Grab the ball.
fat bush over here.
Just curl up in like a fetal position and see if you can pass for a bush on the green.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I might try that next time.
How can they see me?
Yeah. How did they see me? Impractical Jokers, one of the ones where it was that Sal guy. And I don't know if you guys ever saw that one. He had to go on a golf course. And of course, the whole premise of the show is they're behind the scenes, except one guy, and then they tell him what to do. And one of them he was by himself in a golf cart, just screwing with people. And 2 people, I think they were in the fairway, they're off the tee box, and then they hit or whatever. And then he had to go up with a bucket of balls when they were on the green, and then he just threw them on the green. And I mean, just to watch those people freak out, and they said they were in a tournament or whatever. I mean, they were very mad, but I mean, I know the game is supposed to be more seriously, but that stuff once in a while I see is just hysterical.
I'd be like, I guess mine's in. Mine was one of them that landed in the hole.
Yep.
Oh, all right. Let's see if I got anything else. Pin Seekers is coming along. Not done
gosh.
yet.
Yes.
Nobody cares anymore.
Please,
Don't give us
the
another
weekly
week. Done.
update. Is everyone sick of it? Let's take a poll and see how many people are excited about Pin Seekers. Go ahead. I was gonna say something. I forgot.
Let's say still working on the video that we took, editing that, and then I had some
Somebody would
more.
post some videos.
Yeah, I know. Alex, get your videos up.
At this point, I don't think they're gonna
Gone
help.
forever.
I mean, did you pretty much got this whole video edited? You got to give the people what they want here.
No, I don't. I'm waiting on you.
Jeez. I saw you send me one clip. I'm like, oh, this guy's almost done with this video we took, and now weeks, days.
Just waiting on you, Alex.
Years.
I'll get it on
Cool.
a disk drive and mail it to you.
There you go. Floppy disk.
Floppy,
That'll
that's
work.
what I meant. Damn it.
Other than that, we got more par tabs been flying out the door, which is good. So those are catching
Oh.
on.
That's what I
Promo
was
code
gonna tell you.
Caddy. Promo code
we-
Caddy.
We used a few
Promo
of
code
them.
Bixby.
Yeah, get your plugs in. We used a few of them on the golf course the other day, but it was the old packs with the
Right.
you know, a lot of 2-strokes. And of course, the best guy we had was pulling the 2-strokes every time that we used them. None of us got them, but we left a few of them in the golf cart, so people could check them out. You know,
Well, thank you.
thought
for
about
that.
just throwing them on the fairway, doing a little littering. Like, hey,
On the
check us out when you're
green, on the
picking these up.
green.
Yeah, on the green.
Guy in a ghillie suit handing out. Hey, you guys like full tab?
Just pop up quick and just throw cards
Sneaking
at
out of
them and
the
then go
bushes.
back into
Yeah.
my little huddle.
But yeah, so that's all I have for this week. I guess we'll let you know who wins the match between Jordan and myself.
Okay.
We all know it'll be Blake.
Yeah, right.
Mm.
Wild card. It'll be me.
Brady
coming?
just shows up on the golf course, just waiting for us. Well,
Oh,
about
yeah.
time you guys show up.
Yes, yeah.
If you guys see a guy in a ghillie suit, just look the
We know
other
what's up.
way.
Beat him with
Yeah.
your club.
Yeah, yeah. Don't ask questions.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for hopping on.
All right.
Later,
See ya.
Gators.
Get out of here!